Okay, banners. Default. Hey everyone. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm using
why wireless earbuds are so expensive, even though the quality is so bad.
I am using StreamYard. So this is my first time using the StreamYard. Well, it's not. It's my second time using this. Because the first time I used it when I did the live with the with the home versus commercial embroidery machines with Harmony. So this time I wanted to use the StreamYard because I wanted to share my workstation with you guys as we go over some of the stuff in the Cricut, okay, in Cricut Design Space. So I thought this was the best platform for me to show your show you my workspace, and then you guys can ask questions and all that kind of stuff. I also have my iPad with me, so that way I can see your comments and stuff like that, because I don't know if when I share my screen, if I'm going to be able to see you guys' comments and stuff. So I see people are chiming in. I see Shina, how you doing, girl? I love your lives. If you guys don't know, Miss Crest has a YouTube channel, so subscribe. I mean, she got to 500. We got to get that girl to 1,000, okay? So that way she can get some ching money, you know. Hey, Susan. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Boricua. Eleanor. Hey, I see Lisa, Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Brown. Juanita. Christian. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Renee. Okay. Hey, Clara. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to jump right into it because I know people are going to start chiming in. Just to let you guys know, I made 2 videos that I put on the channel this week. There were some feet that I was like looking through Amazon, and I found that they had these extra feet that you could buy for the Brother SE1900 embroidery machine. Now, the first foot that I want to tell you about is it's called a size. I don't think you guys can see it really good. Oh boy, can you? I don't think you can. There you go. It's called a side cutter, okay? And I have a video on the channel about this. The reason why I wanted to look into this is because I have recently bought a Brother serger, right? Now, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I don't know what's going on with some of these Amazon prices. It's like totally insane. I saw the Brother 1034DX, the same serger that I have. It's now being priced at close to like 280, close to 300 bucks. And I'm like, whoa, Mellow, my dog's back. So $300, that's a lot of money, okay? And I saw that somebody on Facebook had posted that they wanted to get that particular serger. And I just recently, you know, when they posted that, I went on Walmart and I saw that Walmart still has the Brother 1034DX for $199. So if you guys are interested in getting the serger, I do not recommend that you purchase it from Amazon, because you know me, I'm all about saving a buck. Okay, so it's like, you know, if the best price is on Amazon, then so be it. It's on Amazon, right? But this time I don't see the best price in Amazon. If you go to Walmart.com and you look up Brother 1034DX, you're gonna notice that serger is priced at $199. And then if you go and you look on Amazon, you're going to see that people are trying to sell that same serger for about like $280. And I'm kind of like, okay, that's a big price difference between the serger and Walmart. And it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So to me, it's like, why pay all that extra money when all that extra money, you could be using that on embroidery thread, you could be using that on stabilizer, you could be using that on fabric, on embroidery blanks, and all that kind of stuff. So just wanted to put it out there. But anyway, the other thing was that, you know, sergers, it's a whole separate machine, right? So it, you know, it takes a lot of space for in your room, right? And some of us don't have you know, the luxury of having a bedroom to themselves to make a sewing embroidery room, right? And some of us don't have the she sets or can't just take a living room and convert it and stuff like that. So sometimes you only have like a small little space, because I know that's how I started. I started in my husband's basement, and I just had like a little, just one table, one folding table, and I had my Cricut machine on there. And then what happened was, you know, as you start like crafting with anything else, you know, you start like, first I started with my Cricut machine and its mats, and then I started buying the vinyl, and the next thing you know, I had the press, you know, and then all your stuff starts to grow. And I started to kind of like take you know, my space in the basement started growing a little bit. And, you know, the basement is usually the man cave, right? So my husband was kind of giving me that look like, you know? So I was like, okay, so my son, you know, is getting older and stuff. He's going to community college. He'll be going to a 4-year college pretty soon. And, you know, we had an extra guest room. So I just moved my stuff up to the guest room, right? No, shh, quiet. So anyway, that's what we ended up doing. So as you can see, yeah, Mello's back. I mean, fully trained though this time. But I can't tell him not to play with his little toy because he likes his toy. Let me see if I can get the squeaky thing out of here while I talk to you guys. So anyway, you know, not a lot of people have a lot of space, you know. So, you know, a serger will take up more space from your, you know, from your, in your sewing room, right? And we all, you know, we just don't have that. And at the same time too, I mean, you know, even with the serger being $199 at Walmart, it's still a lot of money too. So, you know, I'm always looking for ways that you can try to do the same thing cheaper. So when I found the side cutter, right, I found this off of Amazon, and it was about 50 bucks, right? And I did the video, and on the video, you can see that if you use the zigzag stitch, you can end up creating the same edge that you kind of get with the serger. Now, it's not perfect, and it's not exactly the same thing, but to me, you know, it was close enough, right? So if you watch that video, you guys will see. So I am going to end up returning this to Amazon because, you know, I just wanted to try it out and see if it was a good alternative. If someone didn't want to buy the serger, you know, I have a serger, so I really don't need it. So I'm going to end up returning it and everything. But in the video, I show you exactly how to put it on your machine and how to work it and stuff. And it actually really did work really nicely. I mean, I have to admit, I kind of, in a way, kind of wish that I had saw this before I bought the serger, but the serger's here. So what the heck, you know? So I'm kind of like, you know, I'm stuck with the baby now. So anyway, so it is what it is. But, you know, just something for you guys to think about. The, you know, if you're looking to get a serger, right? Right, Mello? So anyway, and here's Mello in case you guys didn't see. You want to say hi, Mello? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? Okay, so he was in training for 2 weeks, and he's doing really, really well. I'm really, really impressed. I'm really, really proud of him. They did an awesome job and stuff. So he's really good, though. The other video that I had put out this week, I wanted to let you guys know is that a long time ago, I had did a video about sewing straight lines, right? And one of the things that I did in the video is I had used this, okay? And this is called, it's a sewing guide, but it's a magnetic one. And I had this a long time ago. I bought this when I first started sewing. I wasn't even embroidering yet. I was just starting to learn how to sew, but I noticed that one of my challenges was sewing straight lines. And this really did help a lot, okay? But then when I went on Amazon, I saw that they had something called a 2-pack of a sewing guide for Amazon for sewing straight lines. And this 2-pack, it wasn't, if I remember correctly, it was like $8, right? And I just had gotten in the mail, and I did a video on it, and I also did the video showing all 3. Mello, stop. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. All right, okay, I just have to throw it inside. I may have to keep throwing it through the rest of the hour. but I showed the video on how to use all three and how this one worked, and then also how these 2 feet worked. I mean, they're really, really, really good. Mellow. He always got the noisy ones. Anyway, sorry guys. So these 2 really worked really, really nice. My favorite is actually this one, which is the one that has the little tab. I thought this worked really good. This one worked nicely too, but I don't know, for some reason, the reason why I like this tab was because I had to take it away from him, because he wasn't going to stop. You weren't going to stop, were you? Anyway, he's giving me that look like, you took my toy. Anyway, what I like about this is when you're sewing it, the fabric goes against the edge right here. So that to me really helped make it a really good straight stitch. This one is very good. I mean, it has the lines, but you have to really pay attention to controlling that fabric, because it's just flat. You can still kind of like, turn the fabric and, kind of mess up the straight edge. So, I mean, it's, this was really my favorite, I have to admit. I still do like this one as well. What I really like about this one is that, it's magnet, so it kind of sticks to the bottom of your sewing machine, and it's really, really tough, but it can be kind of hard to take it on, to put it, not put it on, but to take it off. You really got to put a little muscle to really get it, because the magnet on this sucker is really, really strong. So it was just something that, so it was just something that I wanted to show you guys, because there's like so many different things out there that you can use with your sewing machine. And, and there's a lot of things that I find that are useful. I do see sometimes they have like these little kits, right? And it has like 10 to 15 feet. And I remember someone was like, oh, I'm thinking about getting this. But then I asked them the question, and I told them, I said, something that you should really think about before you go and you spend something like that is, are you truly, truly, truly going to use every single foot in that box? That's the only thing that kind of like has me kind of like, because my whole thing is, if you're not going to use it, all of the, if you're not going to use all the feet that you have in there, then to me, it's kind of like, then why would you do it? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to get that thing out. Okay, got it. All right, cool. I was like, got that thing up there, over here, I was like, okay, let me try to get that out. All right. So, the thing is, and to me, I prefer to spend my money on stuff I know that I'm going to really, really, truly use. Okay. And those kits are nice, but the thing is that, you have to really think about how you're using your sewing machine. What are the things that you're actually sewing? And what are the things that you need to actually help you sew those items that you're sewing? So I mean, if you want to, you could go ahead. Me personally, though, I kind of prefer to just spend money on the areas that I really, really need. That's just me, So anyway, I just wanted to really show you these things today, because and especially the side cutter, because I know a lot of people were kind of like, oh, look at that serger and stuff like that. But things can get kind of pricey. That is the thing. Sewing and embroidery is really, really neat, and it's a great, great hobby, but you got to be really careful, because within time, prices can really, the cost of everything can really get up there. It can get really pricey. So it's like, you really want to watch your budget and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted, to share that with you guys, because I thought these were pretty neat items, and I thought maybe this is something that you guys might be interested in, right, Mello? Yeah, okay. So now let me go over to What are we doing now? We're gonna do Cricut. Yes, we are. Okay. Let me see. Okay. He wants to get in the. Okay. Yes, boo boo. All right. You want me to play? All right. Let's see. What do we have out there? Oh, what are the difference between the Cricut machines? I have the small one and I love it. Okay, let me go through all the way. Let me scroll to the top because, okay, now that I showed you guys about the feet, let's talk about the Cricut machine. Okay. Oh, God. And I got Mellow back. I tell you, boy. All right. He's really going to be driving me crazy. Stop. Okay. Now, oh, my God. You're demanding attention. All right. Let's see. I missed your life, but I watched the playback. I got them 3. Oh, hey, Christian, how are you? I'm glad you were able to catch the hoop video. Hey, Miss Parker. Thank you for the update regarding the pressure foot to be able to overcast. I ordered that foot. Love your directions and practice. Oh, Miss Parker, thanks. I'm really glad. I'm glad that my videos are really helping you guys. You know, that's one of the things when I bought my brother SE1900, I noticed there are not a lot of videos out there on this particular machine, and I just didn't want to do like, hey, look at this embroidery design and stuff like that. I really like focusing on the function of that machine and all the great things that machine does. And I'm gonna be honest, as I do this channel and I'm teaching you guys about the machine, I'm also teaching myself as well and stuff. So, you know, because there have been times when I have not, you know, been able to explore all of the options, but because you guys asked me, then I'm like, okay, let me explore. Okay, so I am going to start talking about the Cricut machine because I know there's been a lot of questions about it. And if you guys don't know, I went on Michaels.com and the Cricut machines now are on sale. And I have a video out there on how you can get the Cricut machine cheaper than what Michaels is selling it for. If I remember correctly, what was it? No, do you remember? If I remember correctly, the Cricut machine, I think the Explorer was $2.99, and I think or vice versa. I'm not sure. I bought my Cricut machine a long time ago. I used to have a Cricut Explorer. I actually bought that for free. I got it for free because I ended up with a bunch of gift cards, and I went to Michael's and I was able to pick it up and not pay anything. Because what I did was I used all, you know, if you have a Discover card and you got rewards, you can take all your rewards to Discover card. You can buy Michael's gift cards and you could trade them in. And then what I did was I traded in all my Discover rewards, my cash back, and I got Michael's gift cards, and then that's how I got my Cricut Explorer, and I didn't pay anything, right? So what happened was then as the Maker came out, I wanted the Maker because I wanted to learn how to sew. And the Maker, the difference between the Explorer and the Maker, the big difference is that the Maker can cut chipwood and it also cuts fabric, and the Explorer is a little different, you know. I know there's more features of it, but that was the main thing that did it for me. I was able to cut fabric with the Cricut Maker. With the Explorer, you can't. And cutting fabric, I suck at it, okay? Because when it says 2 inches by 3 inches and stuff, which is why I got the quilt cutter with the ruler and stuff, because to place the ruler always slides and stuff like that, and then I end up not getting it. He is not gonna let me do it. You are so bad, I tell you. And we're training. Oh my goodness. Okay, but he is better. He is much better and stuff. At least now I can walk him, and he's not walking me. So so it's kind of funny. So anyway, but that, you know, I do have a video out there on how you can get the Cricut Maker cheaper at Michael's, okay? Which I use a method where it used to be called eBay, but it's called something else now. It's Rakatang or something like that. You know, my pronunciation is like totally off. I was able to Rakatan, and then what I do is I go there and I go through raise.com and I buy discounted gift cards for Michael's, and I used those discounted gift cards from Michael's to buy the machine from Michael's. Okay. The thing is, you can use gift cards to buy the Cricut machine. You cannot use coupons to buy the Cricut machine. Okay. That's the only difference and stuff. You really need to stop it. Enough. Okay. Enough. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. I love you too. Oh God, he's terrible. All right. So anyway, you guys gotta forgive him because it's been like he was gone for 2 weeks. So I think he's still in that mood where it's like he doesn't, you know, he's all over us. So it's like I'm kind of stuck with him. So anyway, but do check out that video. I have it in the channel and stuff. So if you guys are in the mood to, you know, or want one, you know, I just want to make sure that you guys save your money, you know, while you're buying that. Because believe me, once you get the Cricut Maker, it's the same thing like when you got your embroidery machine and your sewing machine. There's going to be a lot of other stuff that you're going to be buying after you buy that machine. You're going to end up buying vinyls. You're going to buy heat vinyl transfer, regular vinyl, more fabric. You're going to be buying all the different tools, all the different blades. You're going to be buying board chips so that you can make some signs. You're going to be buying cardstock, so because now you can make cards. You're going to be buying wood because now you can cut the vinyl to make the template so you can make signs, wooden signs. I mean, you're going to end up doing so many stuff. So you're going to end up finding out, you know, that it's kind of like, ugh. I mean, I think Harmony, one of the viewers and stuff, she kind of cracked me up because she was doing a tumbler. And she said she saw a tumbler and it was like really cute. It was like $20. And she looked at it. She was like, I can make that myself. And then she goes, okay. And I think she spent like $200 on all the stuff to make the tumbler. And so, which is kind of funny because that's kind of like basically how it is. But you kind of hope that once you make the stuff, you can then sell it and you can get that money back. I mean, you know, that's what I'm hoping anyway, you know. So, let's see. Hello, Queen. New to your channel. Hey, Clara, how you doing? You have won me over. God is good. Grab a drink. Girl, I'm drinking water, Clara, because I already had 2 margaritas. So it's like I'm really bad. It's like I always go out to eat and I have something to drink and then I come here and then I'm like talking with you guys. So happy Friday, everybody. Hey, Francine, Kathy. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, Sarah. Let me see. Okay, what I am going to do is, and I saw, okay, hey, Robin. Okay, I just purchased a Cricut machine. Science Learning, so much fun. It's a group. Thanks. Cricut, whole new world. Yes, it is. It is a whole new world. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I have StreamYard. Okay, this is something, and what I want to do is I want to share my my workspace with you guys. So hold on 1 minute, and you may not be able to see me, but I'm hoping that you guys will hear my voice, and that's why I got my iPad so that I can try to see what you guys see, because I wanted to look at Design Space with you guys and just talk to you guys about some of the features in the define Design Space of Cricut. Okay, so let me share my screen right now. I'm gonna do a share and share my screen, share it, and I'm just gonna do share the entire screen. There we go. All right, awesome. Okay, I am sharing my screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize my Chrome, and I am going to open up Cricut, and I think you guys see it. Oh, something's new. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So I am opening it up, and I think you guys can see my whole screen, and I think I'm on the side. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway. All right. So here we go, people. All right, so this is the Cricut screen, all right? And one of the things that I'm going to do, as you can see, one of the things that I love about Cricut is when you are working on projects, always save them. And then when you go into Design Space, you're going to see like right here, and I hope you see my pointer. It says right here, it says My Projects, View All. So here it'll list every single one of your projects of things that you do, okay? I mean, it's pretty awesome. So I think there's like a time delay or something, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep rolling and you guys let me know in the chat if you don't see something, okay? So I'm going to start a new project, and then let's go over some of the stuff that you see here that, you know, that will probably help you guys out a lot, okay? And I'm going to show you some of the features that I use a lot. Now, let's look at text first. Over here on the left-hand side, there's a box that says text. Whenever I click on this, the text always, for some reason, opens up at the bottom, but as soon as I start to type the name, it pops up on the top. And let me make this here. Okay, mellow. Okay, you guys see it? Yeah, I see a little time delay, but you guys see it. Now, I hope you guys don't have to squint too much and stuff, but okay, right above mellow, you're going to see right here, it says font. You're going to click down here, and this is where you're going to see all the fonts that are available in Cricut. Now, there is one thing that I want you guys to pay attention to. If you look all the way to the left-hand side, you're going to see that it has the name of the font, and it's going to talk about the different types of layering. I don't really pay attention to the layering portion, but what I do pay attention to is if you look at some of these fonts, you're going to notice that there's a dollar amount in some of these fonts, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I don't pay for my fonts at all, okay? You guys know that I'm all about saving some money, okay? So if you don't see a dollar amount on there, that means that it is free. It is something that you can click on and, you know, and use. But if you do see that there is a dollar amount, like this one right here, it says $4.99. You can buy it for $4.99. I'm like, you know me, I'm cheap. So there is a website out there that you can go to that you can get these fonts, you know, a lot of fonts for free. Now, if you go down my Cricut account, you're going to notice that I have a bunch of fonts. And it is all because I go to this website. It's called dafont.com. That's dafont.com. And as a matter of fact, let me go to that website right now so you guys can see what I see when I go there, okay? And I'm going to Google it. There you go. This is where you want to go, okay? Now, this website is actually really awesome, okay? There is zillions, I mean, zillions of fonts available out here. Free for you to download and use. Now, what you do is you just download it, you install it on your computer, and then just shut down Cricut Design Space, reopen it, and voila, you have your new font there. And as you can see, they're always adding new fonts. And then they have different categories. You can go for the fancy ones. You can go for a foreign look. You get techno, bio, Gallic, script. I mean, there literally, if there's a font out there that you need, you can find it here. I'm telling you. It's like, so don't, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Cricut, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you know, I'm all about saving the money. So that is a website that I highly recommend you guys just bookmark it. It's a great place for you to get fonts. Don't have to pay for it. And you get these fonts and you can use it, okay? So just want to let you guys know that since we're here with the fonts, okay? Now, there's another thing too that I wanted to show you guys, a little trick. And I'm kind of like going all over the place a little bit, but don't worry, I am going to make videos on single topics, okay? So that you guys can see how to do it. Because remember, I'm all about the short videos. I like to show people how to do things. So there is one font that I love so much. It's called Black Sword. And let me find it because I wanted to show you. There you go, Black Sword. Okay, I wanted to show you something that's pretty neat that took me a while to learn about it, but you know, I want to show you guys how to do this. Okay, so I got the screen on big. Okay, cool. Now there is, if you look all the way to the right of your screen, you're going to see something. It says Alignment Curve Advanced. Click on the Advanced, and in there, you're going to see something that says Ungroup Letters. Click on that. Once you click on that, what happens is that it kind of breaks down all of the letters individually, and you see that all the way on the right-hand side of the screen, okay? Now, one of the things, too, that you notice is, notice how I'm clicking on the M, and then I'm clicking on the E, and the L, and the O, and stuff like that. You can move this stuff together. So you know how sometimes you see people, they have signs and they have the scripts, and the scripts look really, really cute, and they look like, you know, like they're all one. Well, it doesn't come out like that when you type it, right? You actually have to group it. So here, what I would do is I would move over the E, then I would take the L and I would move it over, and then the O, and you move it over. See? And that's how I do it. And then what you want to do is you want to select it all, okay? And then if you go over to the bottom of the screen, okay, there's a little paper clip there. You hit attach, and then once you hit attach, when I click on this, see, I can move everything. Isn't that cool? This is pretty cool. So just wanted to show you guys that really quick. There's so many things, but let me go through the whole thing back here on the side, because I know I'm rambling all over the place. These are templates. Templates I don't really use. What it is just that, you know, you kind of click on it, and you know, it kind of like shows you you know, the background. I don't really use it. I don't really care for it. To me, I kind of know how big I need something to be. So it's not that big of a deal for me. So I don't use it. Projects, these are little things that Cricut give you that, you know, that you can make on your own. I have to admit, I don't use their projects a lot. I do like to look at their pictures, and I do grab some of their pictures to use, but I don't really do a lot of the projects. A lot of this stuff is, you know, it's kind of stuff that, you know, I can kind of make on my own, right? Like, look at these mugs, right? The mugs, they have these great little pictures and stuff like that. Well, I kind of do my own little pictures and images and all that kind of stuff. But this is something that's great for you to use if you want. Now, if you notice, a lot of these have the letter A, right? So the letter A means Cricut Access, and that means that there is a subscription that you can buy with Cricut, okay? I do pay for the subscription, and I'm going to tell you why. I do it because if I ever need to use one of these projects, it's available. It's part of the subscription. Also, when you go back and you look at the, you know, my, let's cancel this. If I go back, I'm trying to go back here. All right, I'm just gonna cancel it. I'll just replace it. If you notice, when I do my text, and I'll do my text again, you know, when I click on here, you notice how some of these fonts have the little A also. That's part of the Cricut Access subscription as well. So if you don't have the Cricut Access, the subscription, I think you get less fonts. See, I've had Cricut for so long. I think I've had this machine now for about maybe 4 to 5 years, something like that. So I've always had the subscription, but I do know that they always do add new fonts. They do add new projects and all that kind of stuff. The other thing too that I really love about the subscription is the images. And I'm going to click on images right here. They have tons of images that you can use. Like for instance, let's say I want to do something for Mello and I want to search for a dog, right? Look at all of the pictures of the dogs that are out there, okay? I mean, it's like, and all the ones with the letter A are free that come with the subscriptions. So I can use any of these for any of the projects that I'm working on, which is one of the reasons why I kind of like having the subscription for Cricut, because there's a lot of times when I'm trying to do something for someone and I just want to do something, you know, on a sign, or, you know, even like the word look at welcome. Like, you know how some people, they do that, those hanging signs for their door, right? And or you know, their front door. Well, look, I see people with this one, with the welcome back there. Look at this one. I see that. See, and these are all free. And they're already designed for you. So like, let's say I want this. And okay, I'm going to collect this. I'm going to insert it. Well, there you go. All right. And then let me take out Mellow. And then let's say I buy with this, I would go ahead and I would make this big. Okay. And you can unlock it here. And if you unlock it, you can stretch it out. You can make it bigger or however you want. And then what I can do, because it's already designed by Cricut, right? They already did all the design for you. All I have to do is just cut it out on the vinyl. Just put the vinyl on my cutting mat and just send it to my machine and have it cut. And then I can put it on a wood thing, or, you know, or I can weed out the welcome and then use that as a template and paint it and stuff like that. Matter of fact, maybe I'll do a welcome sign for my house, and then I'll videotape so you guys can see how to do that. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this machine. I mean, I will tell you, for the amount of money that I have spent on this machine, I've actually gotten my money back, like, God, 50 times over, because I have used this to cut heat vinyl transfer and create shirts for people. I've created shirts. I've done heat vinyl transfer on bags. I've done it on so many things. So it's like, it's a really, really good, good investment to me. I mean, it's always worked really well and stuff. But the images, they have so many. I mean, it's like, there's just, it's like, look at all this. I mean, all this with just the word welcome. It's like, wow. I mean, it's like, you can really make a nice sign with all this stuff. You know, it's like really, really cute and stuff. This is nice. Man, I could look at this stuff all day. Anyway. But, you know, I mean, I just wanted, you know, to just play around with the Cricut stuff, because I know some of you guys are getting it. So, you know, I just wanted you guys to see, you know, what's available and stuff. Let's see, let's go back. Yeah, cancel. Okay, so let's see. So, you know, let's see, what can I show you guys? Oh, they have shapes. Okay, so like, let's say I want to add like stars. I can do that. And then like, let's say I want to make a welcome, you know, like maybe 4th of July is coming up, right? Here's a star. I can put a star, and then I can right click, duplicate it. And I can put a whole bunch of different stars, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. There you go. And then I can resize the stars. I can make some stars smaller if you want to. See, and then like, let's say, you know, I have like a wooden thing, then I could make it, it's, you know, I mean, there's just so many things in here. And then like, let's say you want to put a heart. You can put a heart if you want. Here's a heart. And then let's say I don't like the heart that came here. So I can go to images and let's type heart. And look at all the different hearts you can get. I mean, it's cute. They got some really, really cute stuff. Let's see. Yeah, like look at these. You can add these hearts in there. There you go. You can add these hearts instead of the other hearts if you want. See, it looks kind of cute. You know, so yeah. And then if you want to do a different stars, go to image, pick different stars. Let's see. I remember looking at the chat box. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. You can pick different stars. They got some gorgeous looking stars here. Let me pick one. Pick one, pick one, pick one. Okay, Jeanette, just pick one. All right, I'll pick this one. See, you can do little stars. There you go. You know, and then just make your own little welcome sign, and then you can personalize it, you know, like it says welcome, and then you can put to the Woods home, you know, and you can type Woods, you know, and just change up the font a little bit, make it bigger, you know. Oh, that's ugly. I don't like that. Blech. That's ugly. That don't look good. All right. But you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. So there's just so many things you guys can do with this. I mean, it's like, you know, it's really cute. There you go. This is a little better, a little more professional, you know. But of course I would put welcome to the Woods home, something like that. So anyway, but let me see. Let me go through the chat box and let me see if you guys have questions or something like that. Let me see. Ooh, let me look up because I look like I'm looking down. Somebody said, "Oh, Cricut Air 2." You know, Cricut Air 2 is good too. Oh, and I wanted to talk to you guys too because someone had asked me about the Cricut Joy. Right now, the Cricut Joy, if you look at it, this is just my opinion. I don't have one, but and I don't plan on getting one. And I'm gonna tell you why. The Cricut Joy, all to me it is just a little mini Cricut maker. That's, you know, from everything that I've seen, that's all it is. It's just a little machine that's a little more portable that, you know, you can travel with, that will help cut vinyl for you. The way I look at it is I really don't take my Cricut machine with me anywhere, right? I always have it here. And when I need something to be cut small, I really don't need a small machine. You can cut small with your Cricut maker. So to me, I just looked at it as that was just something that, you know, if you travel a lot and you feel that you need a label, like a label maker or something like that, then that to me was a good investment. But for me, it just didn't seem like it was like something that I thought was going to benefit, right? The other thing too is, you know, because Cricut, they have a whole line. They have a whole line. If you got the Cricut Maker, you got the Cricut Press. The Cricut Press are very, very good. I have the small iron that I use a lot. I use that when I'm personalizing face masks, and I just need to iron the heat vinyl transfer to small items. I found that to be very, very handy. I do have the Cricut Press, which is the 9x9. Right now I have it put away, and I have not been using it since I bought my actual heat press. I have a heat press that I might purchase from ProWorldInc.com, and it's a professional heat press. The reason why I went ahead and I invested in a professional heat press is because the Cricut Press, it is really, really great with the heat, and it really does distribute the heat. However, the one thing that I notice is sometimes you have to put a certain amount of pressure on your heat vinyl transfer in order for the heat vinyl transfer to really stick well to the shirt. Because what happens is, even after you apply it, it may look like it's fine, but what happens is when the person wears it and then it goes through the wash, it will start to peel, which is one of the reasons why I really like the heat press. The heat press does the temperature and it does the pressure for you. So I just kind of like slam that thing shut and I don't have to worry about it. And then after the 30 seconds, it automatically opens up. And I know that the heat vinyl transfer was applied correctly to that shirt. I was selling shirts using the Cricut Cricut press. And what ended up happening was I had some customers that complained to me about the heat vinyl transfer peeling off the shirt, and they even send me pictures. And of course I refunded their money, and I was really grateful that they told me about that, because that is really what led me to really look into this further. And then I said, okay, that Cricut press is not going to work for me, especially if I'm selling t-shirts as a business. So what I did was I invested in an actual professional heat press. So it's just something that I just want to put out there so that you guys know my experience with the Cricut press. They are good products. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not. It's just that I found it kind of hard because you have to really push down at the same time while you're holding that iron for 20, 30 seconds. And sometimes when you're pushing down, sometimes you're not applying the same even pressure. So it can get kind of, especially when you're doing 20 shirts, okay, at a time, to have to hold that, push it down, that could be a pain, okay? I mean, I felt like I was going to grow muscles, so just something that I wanted to share with you guys, so I've gotten the Cricut Explorer. That was a great product. I thought the Cricut Maker was great too. Their presses are good too. It's just that, I just needed something to really help me with my business. So I ended up with the professional heat press. But if you're just doing it for your kids and all that kind of stuff, and it's just small stuff, and if the press works for you, I think that's great. The small press does work for me. You can even do personalized umbrellas, that's something that I sell on my shop, that I personalize people umbrellas. And I do that with the small Cricut press, and you can do it with the 9x9 because I've done that. It's just a little tricky the way you hold it and all that kind of stuff. So the tools are pretty good. The mats, I have Cricut mats. Now, one of the things is these mats do get dirty, and the adhesive within time does sometimes lose its stickiness, right? So usually I kind of, I've heard of people washing them and repairing them, but I'm gonna be honest, I usually just replace them. I really do. Now, I have at times taken temporary spray adhesive spray, and I sprayed it and then used it. But I have found replacements that were pretty cheap on Amazon, and they do last a long time. So I kind of figured, what the heck, why bother and stuff like that. So I lost my screen for my Cricut. Okay, so let me go down the chat, okay, because I want to make sure that I answer questions, because like I said, I really like to answer folks' questions and stuff during the happy hour embroidery. If you have questions about the embroidery, if you have questions about the Cricut and stuff, if I know the answer, I'll let you guys know for sure. Let me see. Let's go down. Hey, Lucy, Tracy. Okay. Hey, Sarah. Okay, I wish I had the space on the corner of the dining room. Yes, it's grown. Let's see. Hello, purchase the Cricut. I'm excited, learning so much. Hey, Harmony, how you doing? Whole new world. Yes, it is. what type do y'all have? Okay. All right. Well, Mary, I already told you guys. I had the Cricut Express, and then no, the Cricut Explorer, the Explorer 2. And then what I did was when I upgraded to my Cricut Maker, I gifted my Cricut Explorer to a girlfriend of mine for her birthday. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? These crafts, look, someone put down, which Sarah. Sarah, my husband says all the kids are taking over and now he blames me. I'm telling you, yeah, when I had the corner in the basement, you know, Fred was giving me that eye, like, this is supposed to be the man's cave, you know? So I quickly moved upstairs. It's because I couldn't take his space from him. Thanks for the info on the side cutter. All I needed. Oh, Sherry, you're welcome. Let me see. Let's see. I don't think I would use the new features in the Maker, so I would not purchase. Yeah, Lisa, you know, and that's the thing too. I mean, look at the difference between the Maker and look at the difference of the Explorer, right? See, I wanted the Maker because of cutting of the fabric. And I'm going to tell you something though. Now I don't even use that function on the Maker because what happens is the fabric, the mat for the fabric, it really wears out quickly. So it seemed more troublesome to do. And the blade for cutting the fabric got dull very quickly as well. So to me, I was kind of like, you know, I mean, you know, I got it, you know. So now I got a quilt cut, which quilt cut is so much easier because it grabs the fabric and it also holds the fabric down for me to cut it so I can be more precise. So I like my quilt cut a lot better than actually cutting with the Cricut Maker. But if it is just a small piece that I need, I'll do it with the Cricut Maker. But actuality, I ended up going to my my cutting table. So I mean, I think the more you sew and the more you cut fabric, the better you get. It's so everybody saying hi to Mellow. Okay. I have the Brother Scan and Cut and use them both a lot. You know, Barb, I do not have the Brother Scan and Cut. I have heard a lot of good things about that though. I've heard really good things about it. My cousin Tracy, she uses the Silhouette, and she's kind of shy. I wanted her to do a live with me to so that we could see what is the difference between the Silhouette and the Cricut, because everyone says that they're kind of different, but she's kind of shy, so I'm not going to put her on the spot like that. But I know she loves her Silhouette, so but I do the Cricut, you know. Let me see. What is the difference between the Cricut machines? I have a small one, love it, but realize it is limited, wanting to get to the next machine. Yeah, okay, well, I know the reason why I went from the Explorer 2 to the Cricut Maker was the cutting of the fabric and the cutting of the wood chips, of the chipboard. Now, the thing, though, that I do notice is that the way that the Maker cuts the chipboard is that it goes over the cut several times. And I saw that sometimes it goes over the cut about 10 to 15 times. I personally don't have the patience for that. So I have the wood chip boards, but I have not done it yet. So, but I think what I'll do is I'll do a video on that. When I do it and stuff, it's getting really hard for me to make these videos too, because I mean, Carlio and Fred, I mean, they just keep throwing all this technology at me with these new cameras and stuff. So nobody wants to hold the camera. I tell you, it's kind of hard sometimes. But guys, trust me. I mean, and the thing is too, is when I put the videos out there, I want you guys to be able to see exactly what I'm doing so that way you guys can learn. I don't want to put a video out there that's kind of crappy and I say, oh, you just do it this way, and then my fingers are all in the way and you guys don't see it, which is why I took down the video on the serger on how to rethread it, because I did miss 2 steps, and I want to make sure that when I film that, you guys can see exactly where I'm putting the thread in. So that way, if someone has that same serger, they know exactly, they could watch that video and go, that's how I do it, and be golden and stuff. I don't just want to put something out there and it's not going to be good. Let me see. Did you get the heat press from Amazon? No, my heat press, I got it from ProWorldInk.com, and the reason why I got it was for 2 reasons. The one that I have is the one that has the pull-out drawer, and I got that because I thought that would be safe, because a lot of people do get burned, okay, using a heat press, and it has its timer, and it had very good high reviews. That's the other thing. I did not want to buy my heat press off of Amazon for the simple fact that for every heat press that I saw, there were so many good reviews and so many bad reviews. And I just didn't want to take a chance, especially when it's something that's really big and bulky. So I did all my research, and then I just said, you know what, I'm just going to go for a professional heat press. So I just went and I just got that one from ProWorld.com. I mean, ProWorldInk.com. That's where I got mine from. So no, I did not get it from Amazon. The best advice for crafters is to get a second job. Yeah, Harmony is right, okay? Because what ends up happening is you buy your item, and then you have to buy all the supplies for your item. And then when you have a project, you got to buy the supplies for that project. So it's never ending. It's never ending. Okay, Lisa, I want to say love your channel. Just got 2 days ago, and I only tried sewing so far. Oh my God, I love her. Oh, Lisa, oh my God, girl, you're going to love that SE1900. I'm telling you, because I love mine. I've had it for 2 years, and I have a multi-needle machine too, but that's my baby because I started with that one and stuff. That dog training really paid off. Harvey, I tell you, that dog, but I love the pieces and stuff. We just got to keep working at it. I'm telling you. Let's see. He's part of family. Yep, Melo's part of family, that's for sure. And I think Fred called him so, because I heard him in the stairs and I saw that he went away. Let me see. So the Cricut is better than, yes. Okay, Robin, the Cricut Maker is the latest model of the machines that they made. Okay, it was the way it was. If you look at the whole history of the Cricut, it was like the ones that the first came out had so many buttons that I don't think nobody ever wanted to touch it, right? But then they had, the one that I started was, they had Cricut Explorer, then they had Cricut Explorer 2, and I got the Cricut Explorer 2. And then from the Cricut Explorer 2, they changed it up to the Cricut Maker. But the Cricut Explorer 2 is still a very, very, very good machine. It really is. So, you know, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. But I do know that they are, from what I said, what I saw, I would go to michaels.com if you guys haven't gotten one and you guys want one. They're pretty cheap there. They got them at a very good price. And then what I would do is, but before you buy, I'm telling you, go to that video that I have so that you can get, you know, how I buy those discounted gift cards for Michaels. That way you can get it more cheaper, okay? Remember, don't be spending your money like that, you know? I spend so much money on crafting, I'm ashamed to talk about. Oh, Cheryl, stop. You better start selling. Start selling, Cheryl. Make that money. Let's see. Oh, and so that you guys know also, the template that I use for my face mask on that face mask video, that's a template that I got off of Cricut. Just so you know. And I just printed it out, and then all I did was trace it and send it to you guys. So, you know, let's see. Agree with Jeanette. Don't see a need. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, the Cricut Joy is cute. And then I know now that Cricut came out with the mug press, right? And I think the mug press is cute too. But my mug press I bought it again from ProWorldInk.com. So when Cricut came out with the mug press, I was like, I already got a mug press. And then the sublimation for Cricut, they have the infusible ink, right? I have 2 boxes here. Okay, because I like to make my own Tesla shirts. So I bought these 2 boxes, and I'm going to tell you something. I haven't even opened them, as you can see, because the thing is, when I looked at videos on how to do this, it seemed like a pretty complicated process, right? Well, I have a Sawgrass sublimation printer that I also got from Pro World Ink. And that's the other thing too. When you buy from Pro World Ink, you get like these little reward points where you can use to buy other stuff. Like you could buy ink and you can buy vinyl and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons I like their website too. So my Sawgrass, it's a $600 sublimation printer, and I was able to get it for just half the price, $300, because I use the points from my heat press and my mug press to get my sublimation printer. So the sublimation printer for me, I found a lot easier for the mugs because I can do whatever design I want using the Sawgrass printer, and then I just print it out, cut out the piece of paper, put it around the mug, and stick it in my heat press, and I'm good to go. I noticed the thing that I sometimes notice with Cricut is like you buy a certain thing from Cricut, and it's like you got to buy their stuff. So like their stuff, they're like, with these inks, it's like they're like, oh, you got to buy the Cricut shirt. Well, no, you don't really have to, for the big thing with the sublimation is polyester. You need the shirt to be polyester fabric. That's really what it's all about. So a lot of times I can buy polyester shirts from jiffyshirts.com, and they're cheaper, okay, nicer. And I'm not saying that the Cricut brand is bad, but I actually see other shirts that are nicer from Jiffy Shirts and all that kind of stuff. My sweatshirts, the one that you guys saw where I had put the Gucci on and all that kind of stuff, that's a polyester sweatshirt that I got off of Jiffy Shirts. Those are really nice. Cricut doesn't have that. So, baby clothes, Laughing Giraffe is a very popular for baby clothes. You can get those right off of Amazon, or you can buy them from certain websites, probably cheaper with wholesale. But the thing is, I sometimes like to buy 1 or 2 because I don't want to end up with a whole bunch of blanks in my house. That's what it is. So I kind of like, sometimes I'll buy them per order, right? So I'll have in stock 1 or 2, and that's it. I don't like to have like a whole bunch, because next thing you know, I'll be telling Fred, okay, well, now we need a bigger house. And I think the house we got is good enough. I just want to pay this house off and just grow old and retire, So I don't want to end up with a whole bunch of stuff, Let's see. Anybody else questions? What's the difference between a commercial heat press? It makes a difference to have a commercial heat press. Never had a complaint. Yes, Lisa, it is true. I never, and I'm going to be honest, since I have purchased my big heat press from Pro World, I have not had a problem with not one shirt I have made. Not one. Every single shirt that I have put through there, and every single I noticed that someone on Facebook had talked about tender touch, where they put the tender touch on the back of the shirt that it sometimes come off, right, during the wash. Well, I use the heat press to actually put my tender touch behind the embroidery on all of my dinner napkins and my kitchen towels and my shirts. And I have never had any of the covering come off in the wash. Okay, now if I've ironed them, okay, if I use the regular hand iron and I use the Cricut press and stuff like that, they have come off. And I really don't know why. I mean, I know the Cricut press has even heat. It does. It has the even heat. But I really think to me, I believe that it might have something to do with the amount of pressure that is applied. Like I said, it's up to you to put the pressure on it. And with a professional heat press, when you clamp it down, that sucker's clamped down and that pressure is on, and it is on evenly all the time for the full amount of time that you have that heat press closed. So it makes a big difference. So yes, I am in totally agreement with her, you know, with what Lisa says. A commercial heat press is really, you know, it is a world of difference and stuff. So the Cricut Maker, yeah, yep, the Cricut Mini, which is the little mini iron, and I have that. Oh, I have that there. But that is really good too. Silhouette has much better design software than the Cricut. Yeah, Barb. See, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Silhouette. My cousin Tracy is a Silhouette gal. I mean, she loves her Silhouette, and I think, you know, I have to make a trip out there to Ohio to visit her. And I think the next time I visit her, I'm going to sit in her craft room with her, and I am going to have her show me her Silhouette because she loves it. She really does. The rotary cutter and cutting mat are so much faster than cutting the fabric on the Cricut Maker. Yeah. Now, there is the one thing though, Kathy D. The Cricut has its own rotary cutter. And I'm going to tell you something. I almost sliced my finger off twice with that rotary cutter, which is why I'm kind of like, okay, that's why I love my blue one. But you got to be careful with those rotary cutters. They can really slice off a finger. And so they took out a big chunk out of my skin, you know, and that was not good. Do you use regular thread, not embroidery thread, when you are sewing? Okay. Hey, Sneemai, when I am sewing, I just use regular sewing thread. I don't like to sew with my embroidery thread, okay? The reason why is because I'm kind of particular about the embroidery thread. You know, remember, you're buying embroidery thread and it's a design. You know, I mean, you want it for your design colors and stuff. So I just have a big spool of regular sewing thread. So whenever I'm sewing, I usually use 3 basic colors. I have a gray, and I have a white, and I have black. You know, there's a lot of other, you know, I mean, sewing threads are not that expensive. They're really not, you know. So to me, it's like I would not advise using your embroidery thread to sew, because then what's going to happen is when you're embroidering and then you need that color, you're going to be out. You know what I'm saying? So then you're going to be like, I wish I didn't use it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't advise that. You know, unless you have plenty of that color. Oh, Stephanie, Pro World Ink is good. Yeah, and their customer service is really good. And they also have a lot of YouTube channels also. I mean, YouTube videos on how to use their products and stuff like that. So I like them a lot. And so, okay, I have an embroidery question about the 12 by, this is from Ozzy. Okay, is there a way to avoid the basting stitch? Have a project to work on next week and I want to skip the basting stitch. Yes, Ozzy, all you have to do is just skip it. Just forward, okay? The way you forward is just hit the, there's a spool on the top. Just hit the spool, you know, with the plus sign on it, and it's going to skip the basting stitch and it's going to go straight into the design. So that's how you do it. And that basting stitch can get annoying. Sometimes it's great to have it if you're doing a towel, but then if you're embroidering something and you don't need the basting stitch, I agree. That could be a pain. So, but that's how you would skip it. Okay. Let me see. Had my Explorer for about 2.5 years, Francine. So, girl, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, went to the Brothers dealer and asked the estimate for a 10 needle. Yeah, Juanita. Oh, Juana Brown. Okay, yep. you got the same estimate that I got. When I went and I asked for the Brothers 10 needle entrepreneur, which was the 55X, they quoted me about the same thing. But I think I believe I got 14,000. Now the only thing though is that I know Harmony's machine, she got the Melco, and I believe it has 16 needles. And I wanted to ask her, Harmony, I don't know, I hope you're still on, but you know, I know the Brother 10 needle has a camera where, you know, it scans and it has a camera. I don't know if the Melco has that. And I don't know, I'm still myself debating. I have a 6 needle machine right now, and I'm like thinking, okay, should I upgrade? Do I really need to upgrade? And if I do upgrade, what am I going to upgrade to? Okay, because like I said, I'm not really brand name specific, but I am functionality specific. Okay, I'm making up my own words, but you know what I mean. I don't want to buy something just to buy it. I want to buy it because I actually really need the function, and it's something that's really gonna help me get to where I need to go. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing, but these machines, man, they are pricey. And the thing is, with the amount of money that you spend on these machines, you want to make sure you get the machine that really works for you and your needs. And you got to remember, somebody's needs are not the same as yours. So you really have to look at your own situation and try to figure out what is right for you. So let's see. Need to go to Crafters Anonymous. You know, we should start a Crafters Anonymous meetings. I think so, because it's like, whew, you know. It's every time a package comes in, my husband's like, oh, another thing for the just you know, for her room, you know. Let's see, any other questions? Okay, can we see you in full screen? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. All right, yes. Okay, hold on. Let me quit out of here real quick. Oh, shoot. Did I? Okay, hold on, guys. Just hold on. Hold on. Okay, let me stop sharing. There you go. Sorry, guys. I am so sorry. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me see. I'm over here. I'm trying to, oh, now I can go from here to here. Okay, but I'm still trying to figure out, okay, all the questions and stuff. Okay. Now I know we were talking with Ozzy about, okay, Ozzy, so we got you straight, so you should know how to do that. Kathy, yeah, Kathy, thank you. Let's see. Cricut has sublimation products. Okay, Stephanie asked, does Cricut have sublimation products? Yes, they do. But the thing is, the way that Cricut does it is like, this is their sublimation product, right? You buy their they call it infusible ink. That's how they call it. They call it infusible ink transfers, right? The thing that I like about having a sublimation printer, though, is that you actually print it on paper, and then you just take the paper and you just iron it. I got to do videos on all this stuff so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is kind of different. It's very similar to the vinyl, but it's just, to me, to me, this is more expensive because you have to buy these, and then they're only so much per box. There's not a lot. With a sublimation printer, even though the sublimation printer costs me a lot of money, but the thing is, and the ink is not cheap, but I can produce a lot more. I feel I can produce a lot more. So, you know, I mean, but you can do sublimation with printer. And you know, they got the mug press. The mug press is sublimation. Okay, that's what it is. A sublimation ink. Let me see. I'm trying to go through all these. Amazon has some good, yeah, Amazon really does have a lot of good products and stuff. Let me see. I want to get a heat press, but not the Cricut brand. Miss Miles, I would look at that. Look at Pro World Ink. And they have a lot of different heat presses. They everybody has really good reviews about that. I've had mine for quite some time. Stagios. I think that's a vinyl. I have not used that, so I'm not familiar with that. Let me see. Thank you. I was wondering about the sewing and the embroidery. Oh, you're welcome, Stephanie. Let me see. Okay, what about the bobbin? Do you use the same one? Thank you. Okay, so with the bobbin, what I usually do with the bobbin, what works for me is, and one of the things that I always say is, you can buy bobbin thread, and you can create your own bobbins if you want. But what I found very, very helpful is to buy the pre-wound bobbins. Okay, they're already pre-winded, and I feel like you get more thread. And it's just so much easier. You don't have to bother with it. All you got to do is just take it, pop it in, and you're good to go. I do have them linked in the Amazon storefront that I have. I always have the Amazon storefront linked on my videos. But if you look there, it's like you get 144 in a box. And they're like, I think it's like $24 for a box of 144 of these pre-wound bobbins. And they really do make life a lot easier. Okay, so those are the ones that I recommend, definitely for the bobbins. Okay, okay, the Kingstar. Oh shoot, oh Susan, Kingstar. Okay, I did not get the Kingstar from Amazon. Where did I buy that? Oh, I think I got it. Oh, Susan, I'm gonna have to let you know. I gotta go through my stuff. What I would do is Google Kingstar embroidery thread, and I think I got it from All Brands. I think it was All Brands that I bought it. I'm not sure. But Susan, I will post that on Facebook where I bought it. That was the brand that was really highly recommended to me by Harmony, and she is correct. I mean, that I will say, out of all of the metallic threads that I bought, I like the Kingstar because for some reason Kingstar, it was just as shiny as the others, but it just felt more flexible and it felt closer. The feel of it felt more like thread. The other two were very wiry, but and they all work great. But I really like the Kingstar. And I gotta tell you, I love metallic thread now. I really see what all the bling is all about. I'm telling you, I love it now. I want to do embroidery, larger designs. I don't mind changing thread, so I may not need a multi-needle. I'm shopping a baby lock. They quoted me, ooh, 18K. Ooh, that's Cheryl, that's high. 18,000? I don't know. I mean, well, okay, let's put it to you this way, Cheryl. If I was with you in the store and they told you 18,000, I would be like, nope, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Because I am the type of person that if I go to the store with you and you put on a dress and it don't look right, don't ask me because I'll let you know it'll look right. Okay, I would be like, no, 18,000, don't do it. Because you know why? I paid 8,000. Okay, really 11,000 with everything, the stand, the hat driver, the hat and everything, for a 6-needle machine. Okay, and I know Harmony paid about 14, and she got a 16-needle machine for her Melco. So 18,000? Nah, don't do it. Don't. You can do better. You can do better, because that's a big difference from what I paid and from what Harmony paid. And you know, I'm just being upfront. You know how many how much embroidery thread you could buy with that extra money, how much stabilizer you can buy with that extra money. You could buy extra hoops with that extra money, okay? Because once you go to a multi-needle, you're not going to want to use the hoops that came with the machine. You're going to want to use Mighty hoops, and Mighty hoops are like $150 a pop. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't do it. You know, I'm just letting you know. I'm just being right honest with you, okay? And if Harmony's on here, boy, I know she'll jump on there and she'll be like, don't do it. I think she would agree. She would agree. Have you used your riser? I do plan on doing a video on it. I am planning on doing it this weekend. I was looking for a tote bag to do the riser on, but I cannot find a tote bag that I want. My aunt is going to be turning 85 this year, so I have to make her a birthday shirt. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make the birthday shirt on the SE1900 on the riser, using the riser. So yes, this weekend, that is my goal, to create her birthday shirt on the riser. So that is coming soon, okay? Let's see. Have you bought any SGV files to embroider in Brilliance? No, I have not bought any of okay, well, SVG files, when you bring them over to Brilliance, Tracy, what it is you still have to get them digitized, okay? SVG files are files that you can use on your Cricut Maker, and you can have those images cut out and you can iron them on. But with Brilliance and with an embroidery machine, every file has to be well, not with Brilliance, but with an embroidery machine, it has to be an embroidery file. And in order for files, you know, for any type of file or design that you see, you have to have it digitized, okay? So, you know, just don't get that confused. Some people may come out and say, oh, you just need, no, you don't. You need an embroidery file. I don't know of any machine that can take any type of picture that you can snap on it. I haven't seen it. And just do embroidery on it. So just to let you know, but you can take a file and you can put it in Brilliance, but then you have to do the work and get that file digitized. And Brilliance will not automatically digitize anything for you. You actually have to go into Stitch Artist and you have to actually create the stitches and stuff. Yeah, Cindy, yeah, some people have taken printers and they have converted them over to use sublimation. I didn't want to go through all that trouble because I was kind of afraid of trying it, and I didn't want to do all that, and then all of a sudden it didn't work, and I'd be pissed off because I spent all this money. So I just got the sawgrass, especially when I only paid for half the price. So I didn't think I lost anything by doing that. Let me see. Pre-warm bar is the way to go. Yeah, it is. For me, it is. Hell no. See, I knew it. Harmony was going to say hell no. Because, I mean, I'm serious, Cheryl. I mean, you know, I'm going to tell you up front if it's a mistake. It's a mistake. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. You can do better. You can do so much better. You know, and what machine did they tell you is 18K? Was it the brother? I mean, I got a price of $14,000 for the brother, the 10 needle. Which that's the only thing that stopped me really was Harmony, because when Harmony was like, okay, she paid the same, and she got 16 and I'm only going to get 10. Now I know the brother has a camera capability. I don't know if Melco has that, but you know, that's the thing too. It's like you want to make sure that you make the best decision for you. That's the whole thing. You know, let's see. I think I got all your questions. Who do you use for digitizing? Oh, Stephanie, I don't have anyone that I use for digitizing. I have to be honest, I have not needed anybody for digitizing, because usually what I do is I always buy a lot of my designs, and then I use Embrilliance to just modify the designs to what I need. So, oh, Melco has a laser alignment to a, oh, and I like the laser, because I'm gonna be honest, I've heard some people have gone from the 6 needle. See, the Brother 6 needle machine has a laser, and then the Brother 10 needle machine doesn't have the laser. It has the camera capability. So it's like, I kind of really like my laser because it shows you precisely where that needle's going to hit. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about the camera. I've heard good things about it, but I'm not sure. Oh, Ozzy put out some prices out there. He said the Brother 6 needle is 8,000 and the 10 needle is 15 at all brands. So yeah, so see, that's some prices. And then I would also, Cheryl, I would look at the Melco too. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know me myself, I'm gonna probably be looking at that machine, but I also want to look at the other machine, the one that John Deere's using, which is, I think it's JSK or ASK, something like that. Harmony knows what it is, but I want to see what he uses and stuff like that. There, I have to be honest. There you go. ZSK. That's it. Man, Harmony always keeps you straight. Yes, it's the ZSK. That's the one that John Deere uses. And you know, I just want to, I don't know what I'm going to end up with. I really don't. You know, it may end up that I may, at the end of this year, come out and look at my 6 needle machine and say, you know what, we're going to hustle it for another year. Because this is the issue that sometimes, that I struggle with. Okay. Sometimes I have orders back to back, right? And then there are moments where I have no orders. So when I have no orders, it's like I'm just fine. You know, like right now, this is my busy time because Mother's Day is coming. And my whole thing is selling kitchen towels and dinner napkins and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, Mother's Day, a lot of my things are like towards home decor, and a lot of it is personalized to grandma and mom and all that stuff. So Mother's Day is really my busy time. And a lot of things I kind of pre-make. So when people buy them, like somebody bought a towel today, I already had it made. So all I had to do was package it up and I put it in the mailbox for the man to pick it up. But, you know, this is a time period that is a little bit crazy for me. But right now it's not that crazy. But I know that once May hits, everybody's going to put their orders in. And then I'm going to be like, okay, great. Because, you know, nobody buys ahead of time. So, you know, it just may, you know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about spending another, you know, more money on another machine if I really don't see that I really have that need for it. So would I want one? Or I would love one. But the thing is, I'm very money conscious. I really am. You know, if I can keep moving with what I have, then I'm fine. Then I'm fine. You know, but if I see that I need something that, you know, to get me to that next place, then, you know, then I'll make that purchase and stuff. But, you know, but if I had to do everything all over again, I'm going to be honest, I would have probably purchased that 10 needle machine versus the 6. But I do like my 6 needle machine. You know, I do like it. You know, the only thing is that when you get to that 7th color, you got to change out the thread. But you know what? I get lazy sometimes, so give my arms some, you know, some exercise and stuff like that. So guys, it is past 9. Ooh, it's 9:30. You guys are still hanging out with me. And so I am so sorry that I am all over the place today and stuff. Yeah, and yeah, Harmony just mentioned also you can get some other commercial brands. But the thing is, be careful what you get, though. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing, and Harmony made up a good point too. Sometimes some people, like, you know, they say they have problems with Redline, they have problems with the Racoma and all these other machines. Sometimes you have to really think to, it could be that maybe they were having problems because they didn't understand the machine, they didn't understand how to work it and stuff like that. You just don't know. So my whole thing, though, is really truly about, you just got to make sure that you get what you feel you are comfortable with and something that's going to work for you, you know, and stuff. So you know, a lot of times, yeah, like Harmony said, a lot of times it's user errors and stuff. And people don't understand the machine, they're just new. It's a learning curve. It really is. It's a learning curve. I've had now my my multi-needle for about a year, and I'm still learning some of the functionalities that's part of this 6-needle machine, which is sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, boy, maybe I'm not ready for that next machine yet. And there were still some things that I'm learning on the SE1900, okay, that things that I would not have learned if some of you guys out there didn't push me. If some people, you know, because what happens is sometimes I do my videos because you guys ask me a question, and if I don't know the answer, then I'm like, oh, well, let me learn about it. Let me find out. And then when I learn about and find it, then I'm like, oh, like, you know, I went through the whole case of all the different feet that were in there. I didn't know about the overcasting. I didn't know about a lot of stuff. I didn't even know about the side cutter that you guys can buy. I wish I knew this, then I would have spent $200 serger. But, you know, I got the serger, so now this will go back and stuff. But, you know, a lot of times, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm teaching you guys, you guys are teaching me too. So, you know, I actually enjoy this because I feel like we all kind of like push each other and help each other out and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's like awesome and stuff. So guys, I know this video was a little bit kind of like a little all over the place, especially because I wanted to launch the design space and everything. I know you guys are interested in some Cricut videos, and I am going to do it. I am trying really hard to push out as much of these videos as I possibly can. It is really hard when you don't have someone following you around with the camera. And now that our Mellow is back, it gets a little more difficult too. But don't worry, I am going to keep pumping out the videos as much as I possibly can. You know, that way, you know, we can all learn together and stuff. And I know that you guys have a need for the Cricut videos, because believe me, my sister just bought her Cricut maker, so now she's all excited and she's asking me all these questions and stuff. So I'm kind of like, okay, I better make a video so I can teach people. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, well, I am going to say goodbye now because it looks like this little guy wants to play, you know. So and hopefully I can tire him out so that he can go to sleep early tonight. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate everything and stuff. I appreciate all of the support and the love and everything that you guys have given me. I really like, you know, our Facebook group has grown so much. It's over 1,000, and the subscribers, I think I'm close to 3,400. I'm not sure, but you know, I mean, hey, I just love it, and I love it when you guys send me pictures and, you know, post all your projects and everything on Facebook. I think it's awesome. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later. I am now going to play around with this little guy. He's getting a little impatient. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye. Say bye. You want to say bye to them? You want to say bye? Oh, how are you? Bye, guys. Have a good night.